Hey, what's good? J Boogie in full effect mode. Bun down is the sound. You know how we do. This is, of course, the Lounge Presents podcast. And we are in the lounge space today with someone we've been looking forward to bringing in to sit down and talk and chat about Ting. So, right about now, in the lounge space for the very first time, let's give it up for Madam I Madam.
Man,
The
what a nice,
studio audience is all about you, dog.
yeah, I was gonna say, what a nice welcome.
Yo, I want to start off, and I want to hail up this man, and I want to give him the respect because not too long ago I did a 6 week workshop with Studio 393 where we did a podcast workshop with the kids there, and this gentleman was kind enough to participate in that workshop, being one of the guests, and having one of the kids interview him for the podcast workshop. So, right off top, I want to thank you for that. Respect every time. Thank you, sir, for hooking that up.
Oh, dude, my pleasure. That was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. And I
No,
felt like
yeah,
me and that guy were really vibing there for a bit too.
you were. I was like at the risk of sounding cheesy, man. I felt like the proud teacher watching the student interview his guest type thing. You
Oh yeah,
guys were
no, super
vibes.
good. I was impressed, man. He had good questions, good knowledge. I
Yeah.
was like, wow, hard to believe he was like only like 18 or 19.
Right? 19. So right about
Yeah.
now, let's just give it up one time for Benji, Studio
Woo!
393. Yes.
Let's go.
You guys definitely had a connection that was established off top. And I mean, it's not always easy to find that rapport with someone you've never met before.
Totally, totally. And for some reason, just off the hop, it was felt comfortable right away, and
Yeah.
it was just weird. It was just felt easy. It felt like we had done that like probably like a dozen times before that.
Right? Right?
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
super dope.
Benji's a good kid. He's got this really infectious personality. You know
Oh,
what I
totally.
mean? Yeah,
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 it got me more excited. Just like keep
yeah.
talking. Let's keep going, man. This is awesome.
Right? No doubt, man. So what we're gonna do now? We always start off by asking our guests, especially first time in the lounge space, how they were introduced to hip hop culture.
So sorry, say it again.
How are you introduced to hip hop culture?
Oh, I would say goes way back to the skateboarding days, which I still skateboard, but like way back when I was a kid watching all those old skate videos, they always had hip hop in them. And you know
Yes.
what I mean? Like, truth be told, like I was a little punk rock kid, but I don't care when it came to skateboarding. I just loved listening to hip hop, easier to flow to, easier to bounce
Yeah.
to. All those old Zoo York videos from back in the day. Uh,
Hey, he just said New York. Give it up one time.
all those mixtape videos were unreal where they
Yeah.
had like live artists. Like that was the first time I was introduced to like Busta Rhymes. He was doing a freestyle
Okay.
where they were skateboarding and stuff like that. And I was like, this is the coolest shit I've ever seen, you know?
That's all right.
So that's
That's
how I
all
got my
right.
introduction to it. And it was like a slippery slope from there. So can
You
tell
you you,
honestly
you bring up
was
slippery slope.
probably where I heard it the first time for sure. And
Okay.
that was probably like probably like 10 years old, so like 94, 95 ish.
Okay. Okay. Do you remember the very first rap record you ever heard?
Actually, I'm gonna probably say the first rap record I ever heard, probably Beastie Boys.
Okay.
And I'm just trying to remember think it's probably Ill Communication. I'm gonna say Ill
Okay.
Communication was probably the very first like record, which wasn't a record, it was a CD that my neighbor was like, "What are you listening to right now?" And I can't remember what year it was, but I was still pretty young, and I just had like, I think at the time it was like Will Smith, like Puff Daddy, and like at that time, which I know it's kind of
Well, he
controversial to say
said the
that.
P
You
word.
know what I mean? Yeah, so, no did he? But yeah, listening to that, and he's like, "Yo, you should try this," and that was probably another introduction to it because I was listening to kind of mainstream stuff at that point, and like I know
Yeah.
Beastie Boys were kind of mainstream, but to me they were kind of got me into more of the underground stuff and kind of set me on a loop of like finding that sound and stuff like that.
Well, you know, Ma Bell, she got the ill communication.
Absolutely, absolutely. Still a great
It,
record too. It still
oh
stands.
yeah.
Like it's weird. It's one of those records that I can go back to and listen to, and like I have it on vinyl and still spin it every once in a while. And just it's a good listen. You know what I mean? It's not a boring listen, start to
Well,
finish.
nah, for real. It's an interesting record because they incorporated some of their roots into this record and mixed it
Yeah.
with their hip hop steez.
Oh, totally.
And
And that's
it was funky as hell.
yeah, yeah. And it was super sample based too, like super
Yeah.
sample based. So that also like that intrigued me too, because like I was trying to learn how to make it, and I heard all about sampling and stuff like that. So that kind of led me to kind of making more hip hop and stuff like that, and learning how to do it. You know what I mean? Led to me buying my first MPC.
Oh
So
shit. That's influence right there.
yeah, because then obviously you go down like that, and all of a sudden you're in New York, and then you see this, and it opens up a whole thing, and you learn about all of the underground hip hop and everything that was going on, especially then. And then you're like, you missed a couple years there, and then you're just getting caught up, and yeah.
Do you think the Beastie Boys get the respect that other, legacy artists in hip hop get? Do you think that they're considered up there with your KRS ones and your Public Enemies and your LL Cool J's?
You know what I personally do, because I kind of feel like they kind of pioneered a certain sound, a certain look, a certain generation. They kind of were like punk rock, hip hop. They kind of took like they had a whole different style to it. So like I think the hip hop community would give them their flowers
Hmm.
for sure, but it's not everyone's cup of tea at the same time. You know what I mean? Like I have friends
Yeah.
that like absolutely diehard Beastie Boy fans, and then the hip hop fans, and like I can't do the Beastie Boys, and I'm like, you're crazy, but whatever. I respect
No,
that.
no, that it's honestly, I've always felt there was a divide.
Yeah, you feel it too sometimes,
Oh,
right?
fuck.
Like, especially yeah, you
Hell
feel
yeah.
it. You have that conversation, and someone brings up like their top 10, and they were like, "Oh, Beastie Boys," and you're like,
Nah, they don't come up.
"Yeah." Like it's
Even
weird because
even
they're
now.
so because I think like they were so influential,
Yes.
like to
All
that
day.
time. And I think that they don't get the credit for that, which is I think their fans give them the credit, but I don't think like everyone would give them the credit in the community. But just so
I'm saying.
influential, you know what I mean?
They were OG Def Jam too.
Yeah, and yeah, exactly. And not young and doing it and just so influenced, and also giving everyone else their flowers too. They always like said who they thanked and everything like that. It's not like they like were like I don't want to say it, but like culture vulturing in any sort of way. If anything,
No,
they always
no.
like it was never a thing for them. They were always it felt like they were welcome there. You know what I mean? Even being on the Tribe record, you know, like they were
Yeah,
on the front cover of that when it had
sure.
everybody in that record. So you know, what I mean, if Tribe give you respect, that means something to me.
Yo, and even before that, dog, you got a cosign from Run DMC. You got a cosign from Public Enemy. Like, do you
Work
need
with,
any more after that?
yeah, no, really. No, I don't think you do. But you know, but I feel like we were just saying they're kind of forgotten about. You know what I mean? You don't realize how much accolades, how many albums and tours and stuff they had done. So I was lucky enough to see them once, and I got to say, one of up there for one of the best concerts I've ever seen.
Now, I'm going to open
How
up.
the Elite opened up too, which was
Yeah,
insane. Because that's just when like Get By and stuff came out and stuff like that. It was like
yeah.
it's great. Anyway,
Yeah, I'm
sorry.
gonna. No, it's all good. It's all good, man. This is our avenue and our platform to speak, dog. Let me ask you this. I'm gonna open up a basement door right about now. Do you think that the
Okay.
reason why they're not mentioned on, I mean, you just have to go online on socials.
Oh,
Rap lists come up on the regular. You'll never see Beastie Boys on there. Straight up and down. It's because they're white.
Yeah, I think that does play a little
Come
bit of a
on.
part.
Oh
Yeah, it
yeah.
does. It does, obviously. Obviously does play a little bit of a part because, I mean, to say some people keep, like I know this will be an argument too while we're talking about it, just like, like Eminem, like, gets completely discluded from a lot of people's top 10, and you know what I mean? And other
Yeah.
people put him in their top 5, you know? So,
Yeah.
like, yeah, I think it has a little bit to play with it, but I also don't feel that they really tried to be like of the culture of the community at all. Like, you know what I mean? They never really acted that way. And I think a lot of people appreciated that. They always were kind of
Yeah.
like unique in that sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So, and that's what I kind of appreciated about it too. So it's kind of like yes and no, because yes, I think it does play a huge part because, I mean, they wouldn't even be in my top 10. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
Top 10,
That's fair.
top 10 influential? Yes. Top 10 MCs? No.
Well, I
But
mean,
it's fun. It's fun. It plays a part
yeah.
in it. Like, that's
Yeah.
the thing, you know what I mean? Like,
We
even all
don't
those.
fool ourselves into thinking they're dope MCs.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know what I mean? They're on no one's list in that sense, you know
No.
what I mean? Like,
But
yeah, for
can we just, whenever you saw Brooklyn Dust Publishing though, fuck, you knew you were gonna hear some dope shit.
yeah, oh, yeah. Like,
What
it's
they did
like
sampling, oh my god.
yeah, and I think that also, like, that's why I was saying they're so influential, man. Like, they had, like well, I can't remember if this is true, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. I wish I had someone fact checking right now. But, like, I'm pretty sure they were one of the first to ever have an entire record at that time that was completely sampled.
Yeah.
Like,
mean,
I'm pretty sure they're like 100%. I'm not like correct me if I'm wrong too, but I remember reading that somewhere where or like they were like one of the pioneers of it because it was before clearing samples was a thing.
yeah, it was the record with Hey Ladies and Shake It
Yeah, yeah,
Rum.
and like exactly,
Yep.
and it was like
Yep.
for some reason it was before the era of like sample clearing and stuff like that, so they're able to
Yep.
get away with a lot of stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
How do you
Yeah.
feel about samples with your own stuff?
Oh, I love them. That's what I do. That's what I do. Like crate digging is an art of itself. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Sitting around
Yes.
and listening to old records, picking up people's discarded records and finding gold. It's kind of like favorite thing to do. That's why I have this little setup because if the kids are sleeping, I can be out here and listen to records and all night and find samples and just mark them off a little piece of tape and come back to them.
How many kids do you have?
3.
Oh, snap. Okay.
Yeah.
Look at
So
you.
I got a 3-year-old I got a 3-year-old daughter and I have 10-month-old twin girls as well.
Oh shit.
Uh,
Yo.
girl dad for life
I'm late,
now.
but yo,
Yeah, yeah, no, no,
congratulations. Twins,
yeah,
damn.
no, no, it's dope. I love being a dad. It's awesome.
Oh yeah. Fatherhood is a gift, dog.
Oh yeah,
It's a
it's
gift.
never thought I wanted it.
Right?
Then when it came across, it was like, yeah, like this is the best thing ever. I mean, not everyone's thing,
Right?
of course, but like,
No,
man,
no. And it's
I
not
get
gonna
it.
be everyone's thing.
Yeah, but like, man, kids are great. Super good.
I'll be honest, I'll be like completely honest with you, dog. It's almost like anything that happened before you became a parent, like it's kind of like blanked out.
It's so true, man, because, like, I had that moment yesterday at the airport. First time I went to Toronto recently. First
Right.
time first time, flying without the kids or taking the kids anywhere, so it was kind of a solo trip for me and the wife, and
Hmm.
coming back and my 3-year-old daughter seeing us go down that airport thing and so excited. Oh, I couldn't tell you. It's like one of the best feelings ever. You know what I mean? Best greetings
You,
to come home ever.
that's the first time. That's the first time you both went on a trip without the kids.
Yeah, that was the
Oh
first
my
time.
god,
Oh, it
I
was nice.
remember that. I
Oh, it
remember
was
what that felt like
nice.
because you
Yeah, it was
miss
nice.
the fuck out of them when you're on the trip, and then when you get to when you get home and they're waiting at the bottom of the stairs of the airport, you're like, you practically want to shove everyone off the escalator so you can run and
Oh,
give and just
absolutely.
grab them, right? Oh
Well,
my
it's like so
God.
funny because it's just like, oh, are they going to send us some pictures today? I just want to see how they're doing. Like, just curious, you know?
Ah, for real, for real. And
Yeah,
like
no,
you'd like you'd call in probably more than you needed to.
yeah,
How they
yeah,
doing?
yeah, exactly. Like, I noticed you didn't send a photo this morning.
Right?
I'm just wondering, they okay?
No, that's
So,
real. That's
no,
real.
but it's
So
like
real.
it's great, man. It's great. I couldn't say enough good things about it. Like,
How did
awesome.
your parents how did your parents react when they saw that you were serious about being an artist?
You know what? Like, I think they kind of always knew. Like, just
Okay.
because, like, I've always like, I'm a musician first, like, and
Right.
stuff like that, so, like, I've been playing, like, guitar, piano, and
Yeah, he
drums
knows
for
how to play. Yeah.
so I play a ton of instruments and stuff like that, so, like, I think they kinda knew that I was gonna do the music thing for a long time. What route I was gonna go, I don't think they had any idea
Right.
because, like, I've taken some musical changes and changing genres and stuff like that because I just
Right.
believe in it, you know what I mean? Um But yeah, I think, like, I would say, like, by the time I was in high school, they knew I was doing it for real. Like, I was
Okay.
already, like, in bands, playing all the time, playing live
Nice.
shows, you know what I mean?
Nice. Nice.
So, it
Supportive?
was like what's that?
They were supportive?
Oh, yeah, for sure,
Dope.
for sure.
Dope.
Like, they
Good.
were like, dad or my parents bought me my first guitar for Christmas, like, got me lessons, you know what I mean? And
Exactly.
back then, we had, like, an unfinished basement, so it was just
Yeah.
kind of like, a concrete floor with, like, insulation hanging out and stuff like that. And they kind of just left that space to my own. So I
Yeah.
had kind of just put a ton of instruments down there, and we would always
Nice.
jam down there. My house was the jam space, so I just took advantage of having all those instruments around me and just tried to slowly learned all of them over time.
No, that's sick. That's sick. I think I think sometimes we take for granted if we grew up with parents that were supportive of an artistic endeavor, willing to pay, for lessons. You know what I mean? Willing to pay for
Yeah, yeah.
instruments. I think we take that shit for granted.
Oh, for sure, man. Like I think about it because there were like certain turning points where they're like, "Are you gonna do this forever? Like, really?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
this what you're gonna do? Like, you're not gonna go to
Yeah.
college. You're not gonna do that." I'm like, I tried it. It wasn't for me. I want to do this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they did. There was friction for a little. I wouldn't say like a long time, but a little bit of friction there.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I know like my mom's was like
So, but
my mom's would
overall,
always be like,
I would say that like,
"Oh, we got some lag going on right now." Yeah, we definitely got some lag going right now. You could tell by the way we were talking to each other there. He is lagging at the moment, which is, it happens. We are live streaming and wouldn't be the first time, won't be the last. We're just waiting for him to reconnect. It's some lag up in here. Just for everyone out there who isn't familiar, Madam Adam has a record out right now. It's called Phases, and you can stream right now on all your platforms. It's very dope, incredibly dope. I know the first time I heard his record, I like pulled out the portable and I found myself starting to cut to it. Not that that's an indicator of when I know a record is dope, but I'd be lying if I said, that if I'm not doing it, it's not a dope record or anything like that. And I think we've got him back, and there
yeah,
he is. Hey,
yeah. I'm not sure what happened there. I was like, all of a
oh, it
sudden, like,
happens.
yeah.
Trust that shit. When you're live streaming, that shit happens.
Yeah, yeah. So sorry about
Yeah.
that. I was like, oh, I hope I don't have to like run in and fix it. I'm like,
It's all good. I was about to hit you with a message to see
sure.
to see if because I could tell the lag was starting to happen. I'm like, oh, here we go. I'll give
I
him
know, I
five
know. You
seconds.
froze there. You
Yeah,
froze for a
yeah.
second. And I'm like, are you frozen? Are you? Oh, 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 oh.
It's all good, man. It's become almost second nature to expect that to happen. So riding it isn't a problem anymore.
Yeah, no, that's fair. It's part of the act, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
A guitar string broke, you know.
Yeah, exactly. When that was happening, while the lag was going on, and just before you log back on, I
Right.
was telling them about phases,
Oh, yeah,
and what I was saying was not that it's an indicator of how dope I think a record is going to be, but when I first started listening to phases, which, as I mentioned, is streaming now on all your platforms, after what, 3 joints, I
yeah.
found myself pulling out the portable, and not that that's an indicator of whether I think a record is going to be dope. But if I pull out the portable and I want to start cutting to your record, I feel like, I'm vibing to your shit hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, that's good, man. That's exactly what I wanted. I wanted something that just made your head just bob the whole time and
Oh
just like
yeah.
smooth, like nothing too hard, nothing too heavy, few in there, but like most focus on just like the groove of this record. Like, you know what I mean?
It is a very dope record, by the way. I want
Thank
to
you.
give you I want to give you the appropriate flowers, okay? Because
Thank you.
phases phases should be streaming on everyone's playlist. You should be adding it to your playlist. You should be streaming it. You should be bumping it because it really is a very dope record.
Oh, thanks, man. I worked really hard on that one and like tried to find my kind of like reinvent my sound again. You know what I mean? Because the last record I did was a very dark and more of like a very simple and like kind of
Mm.
grimy record that wasn't hard. I felt like it didn't really have a groove. It more of had a feel, you know, if that makes any sense.
Totally.
And where like this one, I tried to like focus on finding getting back to like my boom bap sampling roots and with a little bit of scratching in there again, like just try to bring it back and have a record that like I would want to listen to in my headphones. And like you said, like busted at the portable scratch table and start just like
Yeah, 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 yeah.
that's the whole point of it. Like that's kind of what I wanted. It kind of was meant to be kind of like a rapper's, best friend, when you're walking on the
Yep.
bus, you kind of like write down rhymes to it and stuff like that.
What what influenced the tracks on phases?
I started making phases when the twins were born. So
Okay.
I had like 4 or 5 weeks off there. So in between of taking care of twins and stuff like that and being off and any downtime I had, I don't know what it was. I was just inspired to keep making beats and then like keep sampling. So while I was there, I'm like, had my phone on going through samples, just looking on different samples, running upstairs, having the record player, finding samples and then chopping them up quick when I had time. And then just kind of the record all came together over time. It was like I would say that most of that record was made in that 5 weeks, and then I kind of slowly added stuff to it. So I would say I probably made in that 5 weeks. There was probably like 30 beats that were made in that 5 weeks, but those ones like I probably kept like 10 of them that
Hmm.
made that record that were like these are all like just ones I want to keep.
Yeah, yeah.
So
That's that's the life of being an artist. When you have, as you said, 30 tracks, and then you've got to break it down to the 10 tracks that you know that you want to put on the record, and you have to sequence, and then put it out. Do you feel sometimes breaking down to the 10 that you want to do a 10-track record? Is it difficult because 30, I mean, it's 30 kids that you've given birth to,
that's all.
right?
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's true. I'm like the type too that gets attached to their beats
Yeah.
too. Like I know there's some producers that can kind of just like make a beat, throw it up there, sell it, and it's gone and forgotten about. But for me, like
Mm,
I like feel like it's a part of me, so I have a hard time giving it away so many times. Just you know what I mean,
there
selling
you
it
go.
off. Um, I would say that like narrowing it down is hard, but then I had such a long period between the when they were born to listen to all those tracks and then
Yeah.
slowly like those 10 changed a few times for sure.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm gonna say like during that like 6 to 8 months where I was just kind of fine tuning, adding stuff, trying to find like a good track listing and stuff, so it kind of like all ran smoothly and stuff. I would say like, yeah, that list changed so many times to be honest. But I still have some of the beats and I still keep everything. It's just I
Of
think
course.
you kind of know. I think you kind of know because when you start listening to it, and I'll start playing it around the house, and I notice that like the wife will go, "Oh, that's not bad," and I'm like, "Oh, okay, well if
Yeah, yeah.
you like it, I mean, it's surprising. You don't like anything that I make usually, so it's like if she vibes to it. I'm like, okay, that's my. I'll keep this one. I'm putting it up here. So, and I just kind
You
of like listen to him over and over again because I'm my worst critic too, and I think every
oh, yeah.
producer is guilty of that.
Oh, any artist, regardless
Yeah,
of the medium, is their
yeah,
worst critic.
totally, totally true, totally true.
Nothing a comment on socials or a critique in a publication is going to hit you, you know, upside your head like your own criticism,
Oh yeah, for sure. And like, there's been beats where I like even the one on this one, I went back and listened to. I'm like, damn, should have put that one on. That's a good one. Oh, I'll
right?
say
Right?
that.
But that's the best part is so 20 beats weren't used. That doesn't mean they'll never be used.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Like they'll be used in some way or another, or like you do that thing where you re-chop them, and all of a sudden it becomes,
Exactly.
you know what I mean? I'm
Exactly.
sure. Like I
Exactly.
always revisit old beats eventually, and just I'm like, I could probably use something out of here. Sample your
Hmm.
own beat. You know?
Totally. Totally. Now phases, the record itself, it's an instrumental record, right?
Yeah.
Now, if you had, I'm gonna say, a bucket list of three artists that you'd like to hear rock over your beats, who would those three artists be?
Now, is this present, past, like
Yeah, alive. We'll say
alive?
alive.
Alive? Okay. Okay. Well, one of them for sure, which I'm gonna shut him out because I'm been working with him for a bit, and we got a couple jams coming out. Brother Tom Seuss on
Okay.
Griselda. We just
Okay.
dropped our first single, "Doing Better," and super stoked on it.
Yeah,
So
that single is streaming now, right?
yeah, so streaming
Yeah.
everywhere now, and it's doing good. I would say like always wanted to work with an artist like him, and he's easy to work with. And I got a couple more jams coming out with him still. So
How
yeah,
did y'all connect?
random message on Instagram.
Hey, Instagram.
Yeah,
Don't sleep on DMs, y'all.
yeah, I literally sent. I think I'm like sent him a message and just said, "Hey man, I'm going to send you some beats. What email can I send it to?" And then he just was like, "Okay, yeah, sure, why not?" Just gave me his email and then was like, "Yo, I'll work with some of these, yeah, for sure." And then just got
Hey.
talking, and yeah, I think like right now we got four or five on the go. So it'll be. I got only one of a few have come out right now, so I'm excited for the next few for sure.
What made you want to work with them?
I really love the Griselda throwback to boom bap. They really brought it back, like in their own unique way. Yeah. So like
Yeah. Yeah.
just that whole like Buffalo scene is kind of revived, kind of that New
Yes.
York boom bap that I love. You know what I mean?
No
So
lies told.
yeah. And number two, if I was to put him on there, um, Boldy James.
Oh shit. Woo!
Yeah, I would
Damn.
absolutely
Have you
love.
reached out?
If we start to see how much a feature costs.
Okay.
For
Okay.
sure. Yeah, and
Okay.
it's
Is it in budget?
yeah, like it's a little out of my budget for sure. Not saying it's not worth it. Not saying it's not worth it.
Nah, for real though.
But like
Boldy
I would
in the
definitely.
last couple, I'd say in the last 5 years,
Oh,
Boldy's star has really fucking crept up.
his run is kind of. I don't know why people don't talk about it more because his run is just incredible. When you look at all of his like albums in the last 5 years, and then he got in that really bad
Yeah.
accident, and then like kept making
Yep.
albums and stuff like that. Like run the albums with The Alchemist, unreal. Albums with Nick Craven,
Mm.
Montreal, like,
Jeez.
and he's
Salute
got a new
Nicholas
album.
Craven repping Mount Real.
Yeah, man. And I gotta say,
Hell
like,
yeah.
their records together are like some of my favorite records I've probably listened to on repeat, like nonstop. And I'm stoked for the new record coming out.
Nice.
So yeah, Boldy would be up there for me.
Number 3.
And then number 3, to narrow it down to one person, like of all time alive, you could
Alive.
have if you could have anybody. See,
Anybody.
this is tough. This is tough. Like just one more.
Yeah, it is.
I don't want to keep.
Not easy.
I don't want to stick with Griselda either. You know what I mean? Like, kind of want to like
But you could though. No, but
throw a little curveball. Throw a little curveball there.
okay, okay.
But you know what? Me personally. This is me personally, and I'm just gonna say it because like I obviously could say someone easy like Nas or like you know what I mean. Like I could say someone like that, and it would be like an easy thing. I'm gonna say someone underground that maybe not a lot of people know about, but I absolutely would love to work with him. Actually, no, MF Doom, MF Doom, hands down,
He's
hands
not
down.
alive though,
I
dog.
know, I know, I know, but I just want to say,
Oh,
like, I know that's why it's so hard, man. That's why he would
it'll
be
never
like,
happen.
I know, and that's
The reason
why.
why the reason why I ask is so we can manifest this shit.
I know, I know, I know. And trust me, like, it's so hard because, like, I'm just thinking because I just was like, yeah, he's not alive, but I still want to just mention
That's
it.
fair. That's fair.
But yeah, I would say, you know, it'd be crazy just because right now it would be nuts to work with him with all like the raps and recent freestyles he's done. Um, Joey Badass.
Okay.
Just
What?
because I just want to go to New York and like,
Okay.
you know what I mean? Like
Fuck yeah.
he's dope as shit, and like I would just love to get
Okay.
him on a track because he would just ride whatever I made and make it sound like. So yeah, I would, and I know that's kind of out of nowhere, but I kind of just
Hmm.
like
Not out of nowhere.
for a
Not
while and all.
impossible, dog. Not impossible.
Yeah, and like seeing all of his like recent freestyles he's done and like kind of like stirring up a little competition with the West again, but like
Yep.
doing a friendly, not doing it in a malicious way, doing it in a like,
Yeah.
hey man, like
Yeah.
rhyme
Just
time, like
kind of like poking, poking.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Not even subtly either. Just saying it out of it's almost a respect thing. Like I respect this. Like come back at me. I don't care. Like I'm inviting it. You
Right.
know what I mean? And that's kind of what it is. It's competition. That's like true hip hop. You're not like there to like tear someone down completely. You're there to challenge him and take it to the next level type of deal. As in like as your pen gets more sharper. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Exactly.
But like yeah,
Now,
I would say that just because like yeah, man, that would be dope as fuck.
the reason why I ask, this is the part where I'm about to give you a little more flowers. The reason
Oh,
why I ask is when I listen to your beats, dog, fuck, I can hear a lot of MCs on your shit.
word.
Nah,
Word. Thank you. Thank you.
I can
No
hear a
problem.
fucking ton of MCs on your shit, dog.
Oh fuck, word, man. That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that, man.
That's
I
why
do.
I asked, because
I
I'm like,
truly do. I truly do, man.
fuck, you could work with a gang of motherfuckers, dog.
Oh, word.
Jeez.
Yeah, I wish it was that easy though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, budgets.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Right. If I had a whole budget for that,
It
for
always
sure.
comes down to budgets.
No, for sure. But I like the grind as well, man. Like I don't do this to just work with big artists. You know what I mean? I
Right,
do it because I strictly love to do this. I would be doing
right.
it regardless. Like even if we weren't having this conversation or like I wasn't releasing tapes or anything like that, I'd still be doing this. You know what I mean? As a creative, you always got to have that
Oh,
outlet.
hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Sure.
Now, I really hope that, I mean, all budget ting and ting aside, I really hope that you do not let anything stop you from any feature that you want to make happen because fuck, dog, your shit is tight.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate that, man. Like for real, for
Like,
real.
fuck, dog. What the
Dude,
fuck?
that's
This shit is tight.
oh word, man. I
Ah,
honestly, dude, like that's the best thing I could hear. Like, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, if like people are digging it like you are, that's all I care about. And even if it's just you, I wouldn't care. It's just awesome, man. I just appreciate hearing that, you know? It's like it's something like you make art and you just hope people like it. You know what I mean?
nah, it's well deserved. So we're gonna manifest this shit right now, okay? I want you to get every goddamn feature you want. I want to get you to sync with fucking all the fucking shit that you can. Have you looked into sync placement?
No, no, I haven't.
Oh, jeez, dog.
Oh shit! Like, let's have this
Get
whole
your
other
shit out there,
conversation.
man.
Yeah, me. What is this sync?
Yeah, basically, sync placement, man. Getting on TV shows and movies and
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah, man. Your
Yeah, I
shit
didn't
is
even think
that good, dog.
yeah, I didn't even think about that or consider that for sure.
Dog, get and you need to sync your shit.
Yeah.
One because it's like passive income almost,
Oh yeah, no, for sure. I didn't even consider
right?
that.
Like,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
we all know you don't make money off selling music,
yeah.
right?
No,
So
for
artists like you, gifted artists like you, need to be out there now getting those sync placements, getting those features, so that you can get a royalty from feature, you can get royalty from sync, and honestly, sync is the game right now.
yeah.
That's where you make your money. It's in
Shit, I didn't
sync
even consider that, dude. Like, holy fuck, I'm just like my
for real.
fireworks
You
are
should be
going off right now, just because, like,
you,
yeah, for sure, man. That's like I
you
didn't even
should be
consider
in
any of that.
ads. You should be in
Yeah,
ads. You should be in content. Like, man, your shit is that dope, dog. Come on now.
word, word. I just never consider it because I kind of do this all by myself for the
Oh,
most
of
part.
course.
So
That's the
it's like
indie hustle.
learning along the way. Like you even have this conversation and telling me that I'm just like, as soon as we're done here, like you better believe that's what I'm going to be looking up right away.
That is, yo, you need to be participating in camps, writing
Yeah,
camps. You
that'd
know
be
what I'm
dope.
saying? We need to
Yeah, for
get
sure.
you. We need to get you in all the right spaces and in all the right like opportunities so people can hear your shit, because when your shit is as dope as yours, man, god damn.
Oh, bro, thank you, man. Like,
I'm
yeah,
just
no, dude.
saying. I'm just saying.
No, no, dude.
I
I'm just
don't
I'm not used to it. So like, oh yeah, sweet. Like I show like anyone my beats are like the typical thing. Hey, check out my beats, and all of a sudden, yeah, oh yeah, yeah. So
I-
it's
I'm
nice.
just saying. I'm just saying.
Yeah, man. No, I appreciate it, man. It's awesome, dude. I like honestly like made my day, made my week, my month. Just hearing
Hey,
somebody like actually like who listened to it and enjoyed it, like just that's what I do it for, right?
I there's nothing that I would like more than to see folks like you win
No, yeah.
and win
I'll
hard.
take a W. I've taken a lot of L's, so I'll take a W when I can get them, man, for sure.
That's that's
Sure.
that's why the Lounge Presents exists. I'll be completely honest.
Oh yeah,
We are
man.
we do this so people know what's going out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. No, man. And I appreciate this, like you having me on here and stuff like that and taking the time to chat and stuff like that. I really do appreciate it, man.
Oh yeah,
Awesome. It's
definitely.
awesome. I'm
Well,
blessed to have the opportunity.
I appreciate you, dog. You like, you know what I mean? Like out of nowhere, I call you like, yo, man, you down to do a podcast with these kids? And you were
Yeah,
like, yeah,
yeah.
man, I'm down. I'm like, oh, word up, respect.
Yeah, well, why not, man? Like, what's the worst that can happen? I'm gonna have a good time and just like
I'm
learn something new,
saying,
have a good conversation. You know what I mean? Always, it's always good to try something new. You know what I
yeah,
mean? It's important. It's
most definitely.
important to try something new.
The last thing I want to ask you before we close up shop
Yeah,
is, have you got any visuals planned for the record,
like visuals and how so.
as in short form video?
Oh, you know what? I've always thought of doing like video. I usually do like some sort of like what I mean promo and stuff like that. I just I would love to. I just
Brethren.
would. It's just like I would need. help doing that. You know what I mean?
Oh, of
Not saying
course,
I'm
of
not
course.
saying I'm not a video guy, but I would love to do
No, no.
like a music video or like some sort of like you said, like visual, even if it's like, a minute long, just
You. I
you know.
mean, in 2025, if you don't have visuals to support your marketing, mm,
No, I know, bro.
you
And that's
know,
like,
you
I mean,
know.
no, totally, dude. And I do like an okay job with just doing little like blips here and there and stuff like that. But to like have the full package, yeah, for sure. Something
I
I've
mean,
actually like considered like a lot doing this year and stuff like that. Because I've even noticed when you put just a little more effort into the videos, the reception's a lot bigger. You know what I mean?
and with an instrumental album, you could do a visual album easy.
That's true. Very
It's a
true.
It's already a cohesive work. You just need to paint the pictures for what is already a cohesive piece of work, dog.
See, that would be oh man, now you're making me go off and yeah, that would be
I'm
pretty
just
cool.
saying. I'm
No,
just
no,
saying.
no,
Yo.
man, no. I'm just thinking, no, that would be just like immediately. It's just because creative brain just goes like, oh man, that's super dope. Like like make it like bamboo and ink drawings and stuff like that, like
I'm
the bamboo.
saying.
You know what I mean?
I just
Anyways,
want to see you win, man. I just want to
yeah,
see you
yeah.
win.
No, dude, I appreciate it, dude. This is why we're having the conversation. I can learn something, take me to the next point, or like even just a little knowledge here, man. It just helps.
Oh,
Helps.
man. Enough respect every time, dog. Enough respect every time.
Word up, word up. Appreciate it, bro.
I want to thank you for spending time with us, dog. Enough respect to you.
Oh, word.
Salute to your family and your three kids and your partner, because
Yeah,
I love family. Family love is the best. Right?
absolutely, man. Family is wealth, man.
Hell yes. Goddamn. Most stuff.
Yeah,
Now,
dude.
this is not going to be the last time you're in the lounge space.
Oh, word. Well, I'd love to be back, man. This has
Oh,
been
you're going to be
great.
regular up in this motherfucker,
Oh,
okay?
word up. Let's go.
The record is called Phases. It's streaming everywhere now. Is it on Bandcamp?
No, I actually don't do Bandcamp, but I have to as soon as like possible because I think I want to sell more merch from there. It's a little easier to do and stuff like
Yes.
that.
Please do.
So yeah, so I think that'll
Please
be
do.
that's on my list of things to get done. So
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. So that the next time you're in the lounge space, we can talk about all the merch you have available and
oh,
all the visuals you've got.
yeah, sure. Well, I'm eventually going to release this album on cassette. Like eventually, I will.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Woo! Hell
I'm
yeah.
gonna do it. I just I kind of want to see how like I just want the streams to kind of get in there and then wait until
Of
the
course.
fall and kind of do a re-release
You
and
don't have
then
to rush.
oh yeah and then put the beats that I noticed that I wanted to go on there. It'll make it
There you
just on
go.
the cassette. It'll be a cassette only thing where it'll have like
Fuck
the
yeah.
original album, but then with I don't know, probably like four or
Some
five,
bonus
six
fun.
beats. Yeah, exactly,
Oh
exactly,
yeah.
right. So
There you go. Madam, I am Adam. Thank you very much for spending time with us in the lounge space today.
oh,
Enough
thanks for
respect
having
to
me, man.
you. Oh, all day. Respect all day. And it definitely is not going to be the last time we get you in here, okay?
Word up. Looking forward to it.
Hey, Phases streaming right now. Make sure you add that to your playlist. Get with it. Madam in there like that. Peace to you, brethren.
Peace, bro. Thanks for having me.